While they were carrying the body, poor Louis could not keep going. The exhaustion and the sight of all the blood overwhelmed him. The guard got angry and started beating him to force him back on his feet and continue walking. Papillon could not stay silent. He grabbed a large rock and smashed it into the guard's head, knocking him unconscious. Then Papillon ran deep into the jungle with all his strength, trying to reach the shore and meet the sailor. The guards chased after him and opened fire, but he still managed to escape. When the guards failed to catch him, they went back and took his friend Louis, who was devastated after realizing that Papillon had escaped and left him behind. Papillon finally reached the shore and found the sailor. He told him, "I don't have the money right now, but if you get us back to France, I'll pay you double what we agreed on." While he was speaking, he was suddenly shocked to find a group of armed men surrounding him from every direction. At that moment, he realized that the sailor had betrayed him. The sailor laughed at him mockingly and said, "Even if you had the money, I was still going to return you to prison, because the warden paid me double to bring you back." When they returned him to prison, the warden said, "You're lucky the guard you hit didn't die. If he had, your head would be gone by now. But your punishment is 2 years in solitary confinement." They threw him into a dark cell where he was forbidden from even talking to himself. Papillon remained there for 2 years, and when they finally came to release him, they found him collapsed on the floor. The hunger and isolation had destroyed him, so they carried him to the prison hospital, believing he had lost his mind. Louis went to visit him in the prison infirmary and spoke to him sadly, heartbroken by the terrible state Papillon had reached. He told him that the guards had informed him that his wife had abandoned him and married that lawyer, so now he too was completely alone. Suddenly, Papillon spoke and said, "Forget about your wife and help me come up with a new escape plan." Louis was shocked and overjoyed to realize that his friend was still sane. Papillon then explained that he had only been pretending to be insane so he could stay in the infirmary, because escaping from there would be much easier. Louis told him that there would be a party in the prison in 2 days, and all the guards would be distracted, making it the perfect opportunity. To keep up the act, Papillon started screaming and pretending to be crazy in front of the doctor and the guards. The doctor gave him a sedative injection to calm him down, but as soon as the doctor left, Papillon removed the needle and secretly hid it. That night, Papillon made a deal with another prisoner named Belle, asking him to escape with them in exchange for distracting the infirmary guard. They all met together, Papillon, Louis, Jack, and Belle, and mapped out the plan. Jack told them that he had arranged with a trustworthy sailor to prepare a boat for them, but the sailor wanted half the money in advance. Jack then deliberately injured his own hand so that he too would be taken to the infirmary and be with them on the night of the escape. Papillon took the money from Louis and handed him a box containing all the sedative needles he had secretly collected, asking him to put them into the guards' drinks during the party. Papillon then gave the money to Jack. On the night of the party, everyone got ready. Belle went out with the guard to distract him, while at the same time, Louis successfully slipped the sedative into the guards' wine and served it to them. Papillon, Jack, and Belle climbed down from the infirmary and attacked the guards, who were already dizzy from the drugged drinks. But at that exact moment, rain started pouring down. The prison lights went out, and the alarm bell rang throughout the entire prison. Louis then arrived carrying the keys to a secret passage where very few guards were stationed. They all escaped through it and reached a high cliff-like edge, where they had to jump in order to get beyond the prison walls. They all jumped, but poor Louis badly broke his leg when he landed. The others had no choice but to carry and drag him along until they finally reached the shore.